Hello. I'm slowly sitting back there getting the camera. I'm doing something a little different today. I've actually found my uh, older Thunderport Apple little adapter that lets you connect headphones and mics to a nicer mic because I used to record on an Android phone. And then ever since that, I've been just using the iPhone 14 built-in mic. And normally it does fine, but if I was doing some live stuff, video would kind of, not video, but audio would kind of come in and go out kind of thing. So I've reconnected. I've got actually my iPhone 14, but I've got it pointed using the better side of the camera, not the video screen side, so I can't see what I'm doing. So I'm going to actually launch my MacBook over here and see if I can get into it and make sure it kind of is coming in okay. And then we're going to build some physical sets today. I thought, I'm not in the mood to play video games, but I'm in the mood, well, I have to, because I'm slowly crunching through making the physical sets of my game. I've been doing it in roughly 3 to 5 increments, lately 5, and I've got 5 more slated for shipping. 1 to Germany, 1 to the Netherlands, and 3 to the UK. So I'm mixing it up this month. Everybody else has received theirs. I just received or checked this morning. The last person I sent one to the UK, I sent 5 last week about a Saturday. It took a little over a week and a half, I think. So it's been a week and a half. And the last person just received theirs, and he was in Scotland. So it took a little longer for him to get his. Let me get on here, just make sure I'm connected and make sure chat's open. I've turned sound down. There is something playing. Chat. Oh, Enemy Bailey, hello. Hi. Can you hear me? Because right now I've got a external mic connected to the phone. So are you actually hearing me? Let me know, please. Because otherwise I've been doing everything in mime format. I could turn up the sound on here, but then everything's probably going to get echoey. I could turn up the sound. Oh, I hear myself, so I think sound's working fine. Anyway, what are we going to do today? Well, first, let's do the most important thing. I need to open up myself a beer. So I've got myself today, same as I think last time, Goose Island Beer Company. It's an IPA. Using my youbastardgames.com, the bottle opener and key set that comes with my physical game that I've been selling slowly but surely. Let's go ahead and pop one open. I don't even have a glass today. I just said, I'm going to drink it right out of the bottle. I'm not in the mood. It's been a busy morning. And I'm going to go over all the information about how I've been building these sets, because I spent the last 2 hours this morning making 5 SD cards. It's not your normal... Let me take a swig of this. Cheers, people. Anybody that enjoys drinking, whether it's lemonade, beer, something better. Let me check the chat here. Hi from me. I said hi to myself. Fraser Dixon, we hear you. Thank you. Anime Bailey, yes, I can hear you. Great. Yeah, we'll see if the audio comes in better this time, because now I've got a dedicated mic pointing this direction. Hopefully, it works better. Intellivision Gamer, wow, TJ, you're alive again. I am. So far, let's check the pulse. Dun, dun, dun. I'm still here. If I keel over on camera, please call emergency. My wife's not home at the moment. Live, lots of laugh. Okay, I need to cough. So, we're going to build 5 sets. I may not build all 5 here on camera, but today is not a video game play day. Today is I've got to make 5 sets because I'd like to ship them by this next Friday. And there's a lot of stuff on this desk that I will point out as I'm making these sets. This 5 set will get me over halfway done. I think I'll be up to about 31 done, which means I think I'll have a little under 20 left that I'll have to do. And then we'll call this original 54. I only made 54 copies because there's 54 cards, playing cards, in a deck I made special Invasion of the Cloud People playing cards. Each physical set comes with a card, randomly chosen by me. And so not only when you buy the physical game, later there's more games. Games to be developed, games to be chosen, games to be made by you, by me, just ideas. I may pull out my official deck. I purchased 2 decks. One deck for me, a complete set, and one deck that I'm spreading out of 54 copies. So I may call saying, who is Queen of Diamonds? Queen of Diamonds, I call you out next week to play a video game against me. Or I may choose 2 cards and you're going to play against somebody else. Now, if you don't have a next, you won't be able to do that. But needless to say, we're going to have little games that we're going to play along the way. And I thought that was just a fun way to make these 54 special, and that you have a special card that you will forever be linked to. I've got a little piece of paper. I'm not showing the names on purpose. I don't think people care, that they're getting the game. But I have here, every time I make a set, I've got to assign the card. I need to number it, what number that person is. I need to then number and sign all these things, and then put it in a spreadsheet so I know later who's who. So it makes it a lot of work. This week I recorded 5. I'm doing it on the fly. Every physical game comes with a video that I've created special for you, the people that have purchased the 54 sets. About a minute of it, 30 seconds to a minute of it, is a special. I call out your name, Captain Buck Rogers, whatever it is, and then I do a little spiel, and then I have a roughly a minute-long generic one that everybody gets that gives a little story of the game. So when you insert the SD card in the next or the clone, it basically has a text readme, so you could read about the game. Then there's a video, an SOS video that I'm sending to you, the captain, saying, I need your help. So you watch that, get in the mood, get excited about playing the game, and then you play the game. So that's all in a nice little menu that's on the SD card. And then you play. So needless to say, I've never seen anybody else make specialized. They may have signed them, but they didn't make a special video on each one, which means it's a ton of work. So when I make a master SD card, I got to make a master of the main guts of it, but then I got to put that SD card in another computer and copy 2 files over to it. The special vid version of this special video I'm making that plays only on the Speccy Next, and then a 1080p version that you can play on your PC, so you can see it in better, higher quality, because vid format's very granular, pixelated, 8-bit quality. So that makes a lot. So I made the videos this week, 5 videos. I then have to transfer them to my Mac Pro. I then have to edit that. Then I have to export it or render it in 2 versions, a 1080p and a lower quality version that can be then used in a program called, what the hell is it called? I've already forgot. Make vid on a Windows computer to then create this special formatted video that will play on the Next. But it takes hours to do all this stuff. And eventually I get it done. And then after I get it done, I got to name the files in a certain way, copy them onto this SD card that I created using a program called Bachelina Etcher. So I make a master copy from that. Then I got to copy these 2 videos on there. Then to be sure that everything is going to work, I put it in a Next, make sure that it's playing the right person's video, because once I think I put somebody else's video on an SD card. So I'm very anal about my QA process. So I make sure it plays on the Next. I make sure the 1080p version plays on a PC of some kind. And then I put it officially inside of a sealed, delivered, completed set. And then I got to make a mailer and then mail it. And if you're international, I got to fill out this international form. I started this a while ago. So I'm slowly crunching through them. And so today we're going to try to make at least one. For as long as people are with me, I'm going to crunch through making 5 eventually. I'm not going to play any video games today, but we will enjoy a chat. We will enjoy, if you've got a beer, cheers, or a soft drink, whatever you drink. And me thanking you for joining this live. I should have yesterday said, okay, I'm thinking about going live. I should have announced it and some more people show up. But again, this is not my thing live. Casey Neidall, who is Intellivision Gamer, he does everything live. So he's really good at it. Me, I'm good at doing the communication part, but me scheduling it and saying I'm going to come on live, it puts me in a corner. Which that corner means I have to be here. This morning, just as an example for work, I'm off on Fridays, but I did a radio interview for Tenkara. A radio DJ an outdoor one, wanted to talk about Tenkara for a half an hour. So I was on a live KODY in whatever state it was, back east, a live radio show. So I had to be up early this morning to do a live interview on the radio. I was on the radio. That was fun. So I didn't want to tie myself up to a live internet YouTube thing, if you get my drift. Well, let me see if there's any other text. Happy Friday from Eric. Hey, Eric, how you doing today? Hopefully you're not working too hard and you're at work, but you're not working too hard and you get to play a little bit. Anime Bailey, Eric Lamb, good to see you. Happy Friday too. And then Eric says hi to Anime Bailey. And then Shuggle, oh gosh, Sluggaroony, that's right, Sluggaroony says hi, hey TJ and Eric Lamb. I am working, but not hard at all. Sweet. All right. So, we're going to make some sense. So, I just went to about the whole SD card thing, right? I chatted about, that takes hours, making the video, putting it all together. But what I saved for today, for these 5, because it's probably the only opportunity you're going to get to hear me swear since I'm not playing a video game, is putting the SD sticker on the SD card. They're very small, I'm blind, I'm feeble and old, and I'm getting the shakes, and I'm drinking beer, so I thought that would be fun. So I have this envelope that has, they created X amount of stickers for my game. So I had these professionally printed. You can see how many I've kind of used. And I've been chunking through them slowly but surely. So what I do is I typically lay that out in front of me. I've got SD card here that I've got little names. Again, I don't think people will care about their names being called out, and if I accidentally show one, it is what it is. But I put their names on a little piece of paper on this side. So when I take it out, I know who it's for, and I don't have to recreate and put it in a computer to figure it out. So I've been saving these little pieces of paper that say the person's name, and I'm throwing them someplace. I don't know why, but I was thinking I would put them in a little pot and pull out a person's name and just say, hey, how you doing? Or something like that. Anyway, oh, SD card. So I've got to stick the sticker on this micro SD thing. So it normally entails me getting a pair of tweezers. And I take my glasses off, even though these are not bifocals. It's the, what you call it? The ones that you got the multiple visions, but you don't have a slit down it. There's a name for it. It's, I still can't see shit. So I normally take my glasses off. This eye, I can't even see the camera I'm talking on right now. I've got a thinning cornea, so I can't see shit. This eye I see are okay, in generally close up. So what I have to do is I have to peel off a sticker, and then I try to place that sticker, it's a 1-inch sticker, on this little thing. Now, you're not going to see a close-up right now. You're just going to see me doing it and chatting about it and maybe swear a little bit, but I'll show you me doing it anyway. So I normally peel off a sticker. Sometimes they don't come off too easily. Other times they do. And then I kind of grab it with a pair of tweezers. Here's the sticker. I don't know if this will come in. And now that I'm using the camera at a different way, it probably nothing's coming. and I grab it from the side. And normally I peel it off my finger. And this is, you got to place it just right on here. I have them in a certain direction. I don't want to cover the lock switch because there's a lock switch on here. And I'm trying to do it straight. I'm a little anal when it comes to straight. I want it straight. And getting it on here and then having to peel it off is a pain in the ass. And then, and since this is a micro SD card that plugs in the top here, one time I put the sticker over that so you couldn't take the sticker out. So I had to take it off and waste the sticker. So anyway, son of a bitch. And this is the first one. It's I got my cussing jar out. And I got to just do it. Just, okay, lower. Okay, go lower. Am I even on the SD card? Okay, that's straight enough. So I think it is. And then after I get the sticker on, I push it down and I smoosh it this one's good enough. I've gotten to a point where it's good enough. As long as it's not really cockeyed. Now, I'm going to stick this up here and hold it for a few seconds. The video I'm watching is delayed on my MacBook. It's probably not focusing in. Anyway, that's the sticker. So I did one. Yay! So that's process number. We're going to do one whole set, and then we'll go through. If people start dropping off like bees, there's only 7 people watching, so I don't expect this to be gangbusters. They're probably going, oh, he's not playing a video game? I don't want to watch that shit. I don't want him watching, working. But that's what this video is about today, so. So I made the SD card, so I'm going to go ahead and slap that back in here. And then put the person's name back in here and close the lid. So, and then sometimes these little bastards don't like sticking inside the case properly. They do good enough for transport. So, okay. And then I seal it, and then I put it aside. What's step next? Set up the DVD style case. So I've got these DVD cases. I purchased them. These are the type that hold the proper SD card that I just created. So this fits in here really nicely. And it locks into place. So I've got to now stick. I've got all the stuff over here. I'll show it as I'm doing it. Here is the main DVD SD case. What do you call it? Artwork that I created. This is the outside. And this is the inside. So the nice thing about this one is you just need to, there's a little sleeve on these things. And you just open up the sleeve a little bit here. And then you push it in. But sometimes it's the paper's a little grippy and it gets a little ornery. But you got to put it in the right direction because if you don't put it in the right direction, things don't line up. So I normally can grab this and I kind of do this. And I grab this in the right direction. Oh no! Stop the presses! Stop! Dogs are probably panicking right now. This, I have to sign. I'm not going to take this all back out again. The first couple I did. See here, this red slot where there's a number? I need to sign that, son of a bees weasels. So I do that with a black Sharpie. So I'll sign first, and then I'll figure out who this person is and what number they are, and then I'll number it. So I'm going to sign TJ Ferreira. And then, who is this bees weasel? Okay, I know who that is. Now, then I'm going to look at my cheat sheet and see which number this person is. Number 33. 33. So I'm going to number it 33. So, now, and then you got to let it dry for a few seconds. So now I have officially signed it and numbered it. And I do that, and I let it dry for a few moments. Because this is going to now stick inside this case. While it's drying a moment, I'll see if there's any new texts. Probably not. How do to TJ and room. Hope all is well. Vampire Jack. Howdy, Vampire Jack. Idoji Ronan. Kyakin. Howdy, TJ and chat. What's happening? Howdy. Thanks for joining. Today I'm just making some physical editions of my game. It says, help TJ build physical video game sets. So that's what we're doing today. Sorry, no video game. I'm not in the mood. But I am in the mood to drink a little bit. It's been a busy day today already for me. If you're drinking anything, post below what you're drinking. I'm drinking an IPA from Goose Island. Okay, now my hands are a little moist. I'm going to go ahead and stick this bees weasel in here. And like I said, sometimes this little paper is a little grippy. And you want everything to line up. You don't want it to be askew because there's a side text here. And if it's a little off, you start wrapping the text around a part that it doesn't belong. So I have been paying attention enough to where I try to put everything in here well enough because this one is self-folding, basically. Because once you put it in here in the right direction, it's going to kind of fold itself. That looks good enough, and then you just fold it. So, voila. I've got the proper case in here. I'm going to go ahead and stick the SD card in. I want to put it in backwards temporarily so you don't see who the name is. But again, I don't think they probably care, but they may not want to know people purchased my game. I don't know. So now I've got it set up to where now when you pull out this SD card, the new user, come on, you bees. See, I put it in upside down and the son of a bitch won't come out. See how I hid the signature field and numbering behind that? I did that on purpose. That was part of my design. In the stomach of a cloud person, I wanted it to be that way. So I think I'm going to keep this. It was a little harder to get out at that time. So what's next? Folding the manual. So there's a manual, which is here and here. So this I need to actually fold a little harder because over in this corner there's not much light, and I need to fold it in the right direction. And I try to again line things up, and I'm blind in one eye kind of, so I'm trying to do this well, and I don't want to overlap it too much. I mean, a little overlap's no big deal. And I don't fold too hard because this paper puts creases. This is professionally printed, but this type of paper, I don't put too hard of a fold in it, so it does a little less creasing, but it still does creasing. So now I've got the little manual folded, and then we stick that in here. So right now, the manual, there's these two little clasps here, and once I fold the manual, I kind of slide it in place. I'm cruising along. I'm slowly getting my physical set created in front of you, and this goes to some person. This person's in UK, this particular one. So cool. So I've got the manual part. What's next? Let's slowly chunk through. Let's make the beer up. I've got these little, I call them sachet baggies, little red baggies. And inside of here, we've been putting the special key that you get. I have a whole bunch of different keys. The bottle opener, and 3 of the beer coasters goes in here. So I make this typically next. And these are really, these just came with, I think, the bottle openers. And they just about fit the coasters, the beer coasters, but it's a little tight of a fit. So I normally start one, and then I slowly feed the other 2 in. I think these were kind of more designed for like wedding kind of thing, wedding favors, for those that have got married and made your own wedding favors. Do you still have your wedding favor? And if you did you have an almond in your wedding saver? And if you had an almond, that almond after 30 some odd years would be fungus and mungus all over it. Because I've been married, we're going on 35 years. We're about to hit the silver anniversary. So yeah, I think we had an almond in ours, and I think the almond may have even had print on it. But anyway, I feed these other 2 through now that I got one started, and then I kind of just push it through like a sausage. And I get that son of a bees weasels in there. So you can see how long this whole process is taking me, and this includes none of the hours it took of the videos and all that stuff. Let me check. All right, let me put my glasses back on for a moment. Any other new texts? Let's see. What kind of beer, Eric? Yeah, well, I already told you mine. What's your beer? Well, you're working, so technically you shouldn't be drinking beer, but if you are, and then I'm just going to say Idoji is lots of laughs. So you laughed at something. I don't know what, but you laughed at something. So I've got this little part made. Now I've got these, again, I don't know if this will focus in, but I created these youbastardgames.com bottle openers. And it's a keychain as well. And so I need to now feed this generic brass golden key to your cellular storm of choice. It's run down, it barely runs, and you got to maintain it, but you don't own it. You're only renting it from me. So I need to feed that on these little keychains. And voila. Little keys done. And I've been sticking those in here to complete this little ensemble. If I can get the son of a in there. Yep, there we go. And then there's these little drawstrings. I normally just do that, too. even though it probably flops around in the case, but that. Okay, so got this done, and then I put it someplace strategic. I'll put it over here for right now. What's next? We need to build the Claude. Oh, shit. I gotta go find my Claude Popples. I'll make the kit, but then I'll go find it. I printed out the little piece of paper that says what it is that you've got. But let me collect all its belongings. I'm putting this over. I don't know where I put. Okay, I need to get. So I've got all the set stuff over here. You can't see it clearly, but I'll bring it over. So what goes in the funky hippie rainbow-colored baggie that I purchased is the contents of a lot of the other contents. So these need to be popped open. These seal really good. I wonder if it'd hold water out. Not that we want you to submerge it. Okay, so voila, baggie. And then inside here, let's collect all the stuff. So we've got 3 discs that make up the hoverboard for Claude Popples. So I've got 3 discs. I don't provide the glue, the hot glue, your sniffing glue, whatever glue you use. Or as George Carlin would say, pick his nose and then go, the original rubber cement. Because I can make things stick. So I get that. And then I get some eyes. So I've got, every set comes with 2 normal size. You can't see these. I'm not going to show it. But little googly eye. Here's the big one. The big googly eye. I've been throwing in 2 small ones normally and 1 big one in case you want your Claude Popples to have 1 funky ass eye in the back and the front. Sometimes I throw in an extra eye above this, so there's 4 eyes. I just kind of shake things up a little bit to make it fun. Then there's a pom-pom, green color obviously, that makes up that. A playing card. So I need to, what playing card does this person get? 4 of hearts. 4 of hearts. So I've got, oh shit. 4 of hearts. 4 of hearts. So I've got all the cards laid out. 4 of hearts. And this is what the card needs to also be numbered. On this side is a numbering thing, which uses the white pen or silver pen. And this side is the playing card. So I got to remember to number it. What number did I take? It was. This person is number 33. Did I? Yeah, 33. Okay. So 33. And then you got to let this dry a little bit. So 33. Card done. This also gets a sticker and a J. Mundy made magnet. And I make sure there's not 2 because I've got exactly 54 of these. So magnet. And then pipe cleaner to make the appendages. So the pipe cleaners come like this. I grab a pair of scissors and I cut off. I'm not anal enough to measure exactly. I just go 1 arm. And I try. Sometimes I'll do these in advance, but today I was going to just make 1 set online here with you. 3, 4. So the 4 appendages, and then I'll just go, okay, this much more. In case they want to make something else silly with extra body part. So all that. Okay, so now I need to stufferini this thing. So I normally been doing the card in the back, and then the magnet, and then the sticker. And I've been putting these in the baggie. The baggie's got 1 clear side and 1 side that you can't see through. So when they open up their kit, I've been doing it to where they can see the sticker right away, which I think is good. Of course, there's all sorts of shit blocking it too. And there's a phone, but I'm at work today, so there's that. And then I got to throw the pom-pom in there and eyes. So here's the 3 discs. Drop in, and I try to get everything on the front. I don't know why. That just is stuff that I do, so I loaded it that. Then the eyes. So 1 big eye, and then these 2 little eyes. I've lost the number of eyes around here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to step up one of these days, and there'll be one of these eyes stuck to my ass. And so I'm going to drop the eyes in here. And then the appendages next. And then the ball, the pom-pom. That's the important part. I don't want to miss anything. And then and this bag is a little small, so I got to push everything in. Now I need to go find it. Where the hell did I put it? Is it in this bag? Yes! The names of the Claude Popple set. Okay, so pair of scissors. So I printed this out on a TS-26, what's that, 20 whatever, a Timex Sinclair TS-2068 printer computer system. And it's called the Claude Popples The Kit version 1.0. Will I make a version 1.1 one day? I have no idea. But I just did that. And then I got to cut these out. Very labor intensive. I would have not done good if I was trying to keep costs away from a company. But that's not the purpose of this set. This was a one-off. I'm doing this. I'm going balls to the walls. And I'm making this a fun set to make. So anyway, I've got the little printout. Again, I'll hold this here for a few seconds. I don't know if it'll focus in or not. But Claude Popple's The Kit. And then we're going to stick that in the bag and then seal it. Is there anybody still here? 12 people. Hey, woo! Thank you for sticking around. Watching me build. How long have we been on this already? See how slow this process is? So I've been putting this piece of paper in the spirit of Sinclair. Sinclair, not only could you buy their computer ready to go, you could buy their computer as a kit. Did Atari do that? No. Did Commodore do that? No. Sinclair, ways to make things cheaper is have it in a kit form, which is cool because some people like building with their parents, mother, dad, whatever, a set. So now all the components, I make sure all the components in there, and then I burp this a little bit because it gets air in here, and this thing is pushing maximum density. It takes a few people just hopping on it to close it. So I've been pushing the air out and then sealing this. And now I have a complete this set. And this, do I have anything else that's supposed to go in here? No. No, I don't. So I'm going to leave the SD card. I'll just go ahead and I'm going to put it in. This particular, you only see the first name, Matthew. There's thousands of Matthews in the world, right? So I'm going to go ahead and stick this in here. And then what I've been doing is putting this in first. This little humpity-dumpity covers this whole area. It gives you no room here. So I've got to make sure I put anything above this and above this in order to fit in here. So what I've been doing is I've been making sure this key is pushed up to the very top. And I've been wedging this in here. And then pushing up the bottle opener so it's out of the realm of here. And then I've been grabbing this and then sticking it down here, holding it all, and then going, jump on it, and then seal it. Yay, I did one. Did I number? And I found it a number of times. I forgot to number things, but I numbered the card. I signed and numbered the cover. So now I have one barely closing Invasion of the Cloud People, The Next Storm, and I got the delay on here, but I think the lighting is kind of showing it. But there it is. I'll twist and turn it a little bit. If you've been watching my channel, you've seen this 1,000 times already. So that was one complete set. I'm already tired. And that's one. I got 4 more to go. I need a drink. Okay. Let's read if there's any other text here. I could actually... No, I don't want to push everything, but I got my necks connected. I could insert this in there and test it. Do I think the person would... Did I call out his last name? I don't think they'd care. It's a freaking video game. If they don't want their name to be called out, don't buy it, right? Well, let me see if there's anything going on here. Eric Lamb says not yet. I don't know what... Because he doesn't have a beer, probably. Eric Lamb, I finally brought some glue. I plan to build my Claude Popple soon. Nice. Have you checked if you're recording yet? Mr. Spud, yes. And thankfully, at least with this, there's people chatting with me. So when I'm reading it, if I fade out and eventually read it, I'll go, oh, I haven't been online for a while. But thankfully, so they're here to call me out. Mr. Spud, yes, recording it. I tell you, this happens to me enough times where I call myself out. And the other day, a month or two ago, I talked for 20 minutes and didn't. What I did is I reached around the camera to do something, and I somehow hit the stop button. So I started the recording, but then I stopped it. And so it happens. And even if Jay Mundy, if he's watching this, he texted me a while back saying, "Oh, you son of a bees weasels." He didn't say that, but he basically said, "I'm getting your disease now because I just recorded and didn't record. I did a whole spiel and didn't record it." So it happens. Eric Lamb, Commodore did. The KIM was a kit. What the hell's a KIM? Commie something. You damn commie. Yeah. But not like on Sinclair's level. Sinclair had a kit for everything. Their watches, their computers, in ready-done computers. So it was like, did they also sell the Kim fully made as well? So they had a complete set and a build your own? Or was it a build your own for the whole thing? Let's see. Eric Lamb. Technically, I think it was Moss Technologies, but still, yeah. Mr. Spud is laughing, and no, kid only. Okay, yeah. So, Sinclair is very unique, I think, in that aspect. I know if you're old like me and you know the old Heath kits, there's all sorts of computers you could buy and make, but a finished Apple II type of computer you would buy as an Apple II, I'm not aware of a kit. I know pre-Apples, they had little kits that you could buy. In the early days, their first computers was a kit, and then they started making the real thing. But anyway, hi, Ghetto Finger Game. Greetings. Thanks for joining. Today, I'm not playing video games, but I'm making some of my physical versions of a game because I didn't collect a dime until I know I was about ready to ship. You know how some companies collect your money and then 5 years later come out with and ship it to you? I didn't want to do that, and this is not a commercial project. I'm making myself one, and then enough people said, "Hey, I'd buy one from you if you make extras." And then it rolled into me making 54 dang copies and being months of work. But anyway, I owe 5 more people a set. So what was I going to do? Oh, I was going to test this one. I don't think Matthew's going to mind me testing it and making sure it works. I can't run the 1080p version video, but I'll show you what I've been doing on the next here. So let me put the stickers over here. And then we're going to push things aside just a little bit. I'm going to remove I've already got it removed. I already have my Sinclair. So when said person receives this, they're going to pop it open and everything falls. So yeah, like I said, it's bursting at the seams. So when I shut this thing, it's a lot of work. See, look, now this is falling. Son of a bitch! Now I got to do it all over again. I tried one time to put it upside down so this thing would fall down here, but yeah, no, it's just going back this freaking way. When you open up, shit's going to fly out at you. It's like a jack-in-the-box. Makes it more fun that way. See, these things are a little tricky. This little red baggie is kind of grippy. Grippy son of a bitch. Who would have thought I'd be swearing at a time like this? You bastard. You son of a bitch. Okay, get in there. It's like a freaking iguana. What the hell's going on here? It's the key falling behind. Okay. And I will sit here and battle something for 5 hours just because I'm a stubborn son of a bitch. Put the key here. You're going back in. It's like training a puppy. This little grippy son of a bitch. Get in there. What's wrong with you? Okay, that's good enough. Seal this thing. And now I need another drink because I'm sweating. I'm sweating beads. Ghetto Gaming. Hope the day is, well. Yeah, not bad. You... C.K. Ming succumbing to this weekend's Amiga Club meeting. Gotcha, in SAC. No, I've been to a number of them. I'm just a little too far. It's an hour, 15 minutes each way. Even though that's not much, I'll be truthful. And my buddy Eric Lamb, who attends Ami West as well, uh, I'm an Atarian. I was not an Amigan, but I had nothing against them. We had fun little battles back in the day. I like Amiga. I've got an Amiga 1 X5000. Since they introduced the X1000 back in 2010, if I put all the monies together, I'm going to guess I spent about 8 to 9, maybe $10,000 in various Amiga next-gen computers. This is not even counting the A4000T that I had and some of these other things. I purchased a lot of stuff. The politics, the religion, the audacity of people in the world of Amiga, and there's these type of people in every platform. I should say what's the word I'm reaching for here? The lawsuits in the world of Amiga has turned me sour, turned me off. And I've made some past videos of I grew tired of it. If these people just can't get along and make a freaking old computer something new again and enjoy it, I own the rights to this, I own the rights to that. A lot of BS, so it turned me off on it. So the only reason I'm still into Amiga is people like Eric Lamb, my friend, other friends that I've met through Ami West over the last 15 years. They're very good friends now. We get to see each other periodically, maybe once a year at Ami West. I've stuck around for the people. I've stuck around for the booze, the friendship, the chatting, the little jabs of Atari this, Atari that, Sinclair this. That's all fun. I would love for my Amiga 1, or I should say Amiga X5000, because I sold my Amiga 1 X1000. I wish it did more. I wish it had a better web browser. There's a lot of things, but with all the politics and all the money grabbing and all that stuff turned me sour. So I don't really care. So that's why I don't go to Ami West. I don't love Amiga that much. I'll be truthful. I like Atari. I like Sinclair. Yes, my Amiga X5000 is really cool, but I'm kind of tired of it. So until one day, something magically, I turn on the boob tube and say, wow, everybody's getting along and no one really cares anymore who makes money and who owns what, then maybe I'll get more excited again. Let's see. Colonel Basic. That's an awesome name. Maybe send out a complimentary pair of safety goggles for the grand opening. That's a good idea. That won't fit in the... maybe I could get a pair of the paper type. Paper type, that like the 3D glasses that you got when you go to 7-Eleven and get a Slurpee and you're going to watch some 3D movie that's coming on Sunday night here in the United States. Anime Bailey, sweating like a Dickens. I am. I've got a fan over here, but I'm a numbnuts and I don't have it turned on. I should turn it on. Eric Lamb, like you, I love Amiga, but the gold standard is the current Atari company for doing something with the old IP and new ideas with the old IP. I agree. Yeah, there was some turbulent times with the newer Atari, but technically they somehow got their act together and they've been doing pretty good. So the bad apples always kill the fun. True ghetto finger gaming. I don't let the few bad people turn me off from it, but if they're users. If they're users and they're making bad I've got a YouTube channel. You should see how many weird and nasty things people tell me. They just don't like me for whatever reason. That I don't care about. It's the ownership of the IP. Those bad apples own the rights to stuff, and they're stopping the progression of the operating system getting better, the computers being able to use said operating system. That's my problem. So those few bad seeds have made it to where, yeah, I don't care about the end users not liking or having a problem. The bad apples are within the ownership of the IP, if that makes sense. Anime Bailey, all the process is great. You have great patience. Yes. So I'm only going to make one today because I've already been live for a while now. But we're going to stick the cartridge. So, like I said, I drank my Schwick. So I need to get the game out. And so the amount of times, so not once, twice, I have to reopen and close these things a handful of times before they physically get shipped. The last one being opening it up and saying who belongs to this one. I was slipping a piece of paper on the back saying who it was for, but getting to that piece of paper to pull it out, I had to open it up because it was sealed shut like you jumping in the pool in your underwear. You know how the underwear slurps up your body and you're all sticky? I couldn't get... out. So I said, okay, I'm going to stick it in here, and then I'm just going to have to open this thing. So let's stick this here, and I'm going to stick this here. We're going to go ahead and get Matthews, or Matt, and we're going to stick that. I test it in a PC to make sure it does the PDF documents, because there's PDFs on here, and then I make sure that it works with a Next. So SD card in, that on computer. Now, I don't know, do I have to turn this a little this direction? I don't want to do too much, because I've got this really far back, and it pushes my speaker off the desk and behind the caverns of hell. It takes me 5 hours to get stuff that I drop behind the desk. It's very unpleasant. I'm not in the mood for an adventure. Okay, so good sign. It's booted up, and this is the welcome. I spit all over my glasses. Welcome menu. So the read me first. I make sure it works. I don't know why, because this one, the names have to be, the menu is looking for a name of a file. And if there's any missing or a period in the wrong spot, it's not going to read right. So this one I don't change. I change the video. But anyway, for whatever reason, because I'm anal, I go through and I make sure everything's readable. And then I clean my glasses because I got some Slurpee on here. And then I get to the end of it. Everything looks hunky-dory. And then spacebar to quit out of it. Then I watch the video. So we're going to watch Matthew. You're now famous because you're now in this live feed. Let me... Oh, that's good enough. It may not come in clear enough, but watch the SOS video.
Captain Matt Orchard, this is TJ from Cellular. Please come in.
We'll let it play. I'll drink.
Captain Matt, this is TJ. I need your help. I'm stuck in the cloud triangle again. I can't get out. My battery's drained. I drank a little bit too much coming here, and I think I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I hear you are a great pilot, and I need your help. If you can get to the cloud triangle, help take out some of the cloud people so you and I can go on to the next level and kick some cloud person and people ass. I'm going to send a distress call in 3, 2, 1. You have been recruited by the Cloud Force to try to save Earth from the relentless, nasty cloud people. I'm Captain TJ from Cellular. I'm trapped in the cloud triangle right now, and I've been trying to get out for hours. Those bastards keep coming after me. You're now the captain of the last starship to try to come and
So
help
cool that an
save
8-bit
me,
computer can play a
save
video
Earth.
like this. Really neat.
Together,
Specky Next is
trying
really
to break
sweet.
out of this cloud triangle. So do what you can to get here, because I need your help. I have no raindrops left to collect. The cloud people keep regurgitating and coming back for me, and I can't get past them. There's no portals. My reflexionator battery is drained. So if you get here, collect the reflexionator battery and shoot
We'll
your
turn on the
way
fan.
through those bastard cloud people. And maybe you can find a portal so we can both skip out of here and get to the next cloud layer so we can kick some more cloud people ass. This may be the last. What is that? Oh, I gotta turn on the long range scanners. Hold on. Long range scanners are on. Camera's on. Oh my God, I hope it's not the freaking cloud people again. Those son of a... Oh man. Oh. Is that what I... Oh no. Oh no, not that again. Oh no!
I done blowed up. That was fun making that. I made the very first one for Casey Nidal, who is in Television Gamer. So that was fun. So after I do that, I play a quick round of Next Storm. So I launch it, and then we'll go ahead and just go through this whole motion and play it. And then we'll see how I do, and then we'll put everything back in here, and then we'll wrap up this roughly hour-long video. Live feed that I wasn't planning on doing today, but what the hell? It's fun. So Invasion of the Cloud People. My guess is this might be a little blurry at this angle, but you get the gist of it. Now, who's a really good captain? Casey Nidal is the tops behind me. No, he's probably better than me. He's really good at this game. So if you're new here, this is a video game I created for the Spectrum Next. The very first game I ever made was for the original Specky 48, called Invasion. Oh shit, you bastard! Invasion of the Cloud People. And then I made this new Next version called the Next Storm. Oh, I better go! I'm not gonna go down there and chance getting that. You gotta collect a particular amount of raindrops to bring up a portal. That portal then lets you get to the next level. Oh, I better go up and get these. Oh, shit! Oh, I'm not going to have enough now. No. There's only 2. You son of a bitch. You got to commit Harry Carey in this game, unfortunately. You got to take yourself out sometimes. Oh, shit. Oh, this is not a good one. I better get up here. Oh, shit, you fucker! Okay, now I'm swearing. You son of a bitch! I might as well get killed off. Oh, you son of a bitch. This one's a vicious one. If Case is watching, he understands the pain I'm going through right now. Oh, shit. Oh, look at these 2. Oh, shit. You see how close that was? If a nasty touches this portal before you, the game is over. At least I'm making it to the Cloud Triangle. So that's good. And then you gotta elude these bastards. Oh! Cussing jars out! You bastards! Okay, so, you've seen, so, no. We played a game. So, I do this on every single one. Now, I normally don't play a whole round of the game. I'm not that crazy, but I'll at least make sure it launches and I'll play one quick little field. And then once everything's good, I'll shut her down, make sure it's off, because you don't want to pull an SD card out when the computer's powered up. Then I go back in here and I got to rebuild all this again. So I put the SD card in here. Put the name back in so I know who it is. Oh, you son of a bitch. It's amazing how easy I can swear. There's probably a few parents that go, oh, TJ, I can't let you play in my house because it scares all the kids. Understandable. I could be very kid quality if I need to be, but I prefer not to. Enough in life pisses me off to where I want to swear, I'm going to swear. And we don't have kids. We've got dogs, so they don't mind me swearing. So let me just put this all back together in a format that will close. And you got to make sure everything's tucked in here. Oh, look at that. It's not smushing in. You son of a bitch. Push under there. Push. See how I said everything's going to be lined up just right? And then, there we go. So, that's one. I'm going to make more after we turn off the camera. This has been about an hour. It's been 52 minutes. Let me see if there's any new text in here, and we'll call this live presentation a wrap. I thank you for joining the fun today. Let's see. Dinky Ray, evening people. All your cloud people belong to us. True. Dinky Ray, how do you like those cloud people? Are they a pain in the ass? Yes, they are. Eric Lamb, the programmer of this game is a real bastard. I agree, Eric. He is a terrible, devious beast. So, let me, cheers. Thank you for joining today. I had made a video not long ago asking people if they thought I should do a more frequent live feed and announce it in advance and all that. I haven't got there quite yet. I kind of like these impromptu, just hop in. I don't know if I announced it, I would get any more viewers anyway, but it's all in fun. It's just me playing around on a Friday. A little work this morning. Now I've got a lot more work to do because I can't leave all this stuff out. The cats would come up here and start chewing on stuff and knocking stuff off. So anyway, I'm going to say bye-bye for now. In the chat, I said now. So thanks for joining, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully you have some good plans. It's going to be a hot one here. We're in the 90s today. Tomorrow, I think, is supposed to get near 100. like 97, upper 90s. Needless to say, it's one of those sit in the house or sit in the pool all day. I don't have a pool. I got a bathtub I could throw ice and water in, but turn on the air conditioning. Hopefully it still works. It's 40 years old now, and it's breaking down every damn 2 seconds. So thanks for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye. Now let's see if I can shut off this X. Bye-bye.